Good evening, you're welcome to the news on Flip. I am Christian Chiku. Let's take a look at the top headlines. Army officer arrested for selling arms to bandits. Why Southeast can't produce next president Oji Kalu. 24 years old get 7-year sentence for trafficking. Ex-President Jonathan gets EU appointment. Ogun State discovers pistol from suspected robbers. That's the police. Nigeria records GDP increase. And now sports. PSG gets Mbappe's replacement. Let's take a look at the news in detail. Nigerian soldier identified as Bala Nura has been arrested for selling ammunition and military uniforms to armed bandits in Zamfara State. According to reporters, the soldier attached to the forward operation base in Galade Shinkafi local government area of Zamfara State was arrested by the military police on Wednesday. Sources said Nura confessed to selling 100 rounds of 7.62mm special each to the terrorists at the rate of 100,000 naira each. The soldier was also caught with 1,000 rounds of the same ammunition which he promised to sell the gunmen for 1 million naira. Now to Oji Kalu. The chief whip of the Senate, Oji Kalu, has said it will be difficult for Nigerians to have a president from the Southeast extraction under the current arrangement. Kalu was responding to elder statesman Edwin Clark on his position supporting Ahmed Lawan, who is eyeing the presidency in 2023. Kalu said Southeast cannot get a ticket of any of the major parties in an open contest as it is today. Kalu, in a statement personally signed by him and shared on his Facebook wall, said it will take a gentleman agreement to concede the presidency to the Southeast. He, however, said his decision to support Lawan's ambition is in the best interest of the Southeast and should not be seen as treachery. Kalu said he held Clark, who is an elder statesman and a patriotic Nigerian, in high regard. He said, "I want to sincerely commend him for openly supporting the Southeast geopolitical zone to produce the next president of Nigeria. It is imperative, and I remind him that I didn't betray my people. Rather, I am doing my best to reintegrate them into the mainstream." On trafficking, a 24-year-old lady, Mercy Sese, has been sentenced to 7 years in prison with the option of a 4.5 billion naira fine for trafficking young girls to Mali for prostitution. Justice Abdul Gogo of the Federal High Court sitting in Makurdi, Benue State, sentenced the accused on Wednesday, May 11th, after she pleaded guilty to a 7-count charge preferred against her for the offense of organizing foreign trips for young girls to Mali for sexual exploitation. The offense, contrary to sections 18, 27, and 29 of the Trafficking in Persons Prohibition Enforcement and Administration Act 2015. The Makurdi Zonal Command of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Person, NAPTIP, arrested Sese at a particular motor park in Makurdi earlier this year. Makurdi Zonal Commander of NAPTIP, Mr. Gloria Bai, said a huge sum of money, including foreign currencies, were recovered from Sese. On former President Jonathan Goodluck Ebele Jonathan has been appointed to the International Advisory Board of the European Corporate Council on Africa and the Middle East, ECAM Council. Ikechukwueze, special advisor to the ex-president, made this known in a statement on Thursday. By this appointment, Dr. Jonathan becomes the first sub-Saharan African leader to serve on the board of the ECAM Council. ECAM Council is a non-profit organization established with the purpose of promoting and developing relations between the countries of Europe, Africa, and the Middle East and North Africa region, with Italy playing a leading role. Other members of the advisory board are Tony Blair, former British Prime Minister, Jose Manuel Barroso, former President of the European Commission, Nayef Fala Al-Hadraf, Secretary General GCC, Gulf Cooperation Council, and Amani Abu Zaid, Commissioner for Infrastructure and Energy at the African Union Commission. Now to crime. A suspected cultist and armed robber, Christian Peter, has been arrested by the police during a routine patrol of the Mowe Ofada Road in Ogun State. The State Police Public Relations Officer DSP Abimbola Oyeyemi, who disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday, said the suspect was arrested by the Mowe Divisional Police Officer CSP Folashade Tanaruno while on routine patrol with the divisional anti-robbery team. Oyeyemi added that the DPO and her team cited the suspect on the premises of a hotel at the Olororo area of Mowe with a waste bag. He said on citing the policeman, the suspect made an attempt to escape but was quickly obstructed and apprehended. The waste bag in his possession was searched immediately, and a locally made double-barreled pistol loaded with 4 live cartridges was found therein. He is one of the hoodlums terrorizing the Mowe Ofada axis. Now to business. Nigeria's gross domestic product GDP increased by 4.03% in the third quarter of 2021, according to the National Bureau of Statistics. According to the report, Nigeria's real GDP at basic prices increased by 4.03% year-on-year in the third quarter of 2021, indicating a steady improvement from the economic downturn in 2020. The National Bureau of Statistics reported that growth accelerated in the fourth quarter of 2021 with a positive GDP growth rate of 3.98%. The NBS report said Nigeria's real GDP at basic prices increased by 4.03% year-on-year in the third quarter of 2021, indicating a steady improvement from the economic downturn in 2020. However, growth improved further in the fourth quarter of 2021 with a positive GDP growth rate of 3.98%. Now to sports. Paris Saint-Germain have identified Benfica striker Darwin Núñez as a potential successor of Kylian Mbappe should the France international decide to leave Le Parc des Princes at the conclusion of the season, according to O Jogo. Mbappe's successor might be signed by PSG if he departs Paris as a free agent in June. Mbappe, who leads Ligue 1 with 24 goals this season, will be out of contract in June. PSG has yet to offer the 23-year-old a new deal. He is largely anticipated to depart the French League 1 winners this summer for Real Madrid. And according to the aforementioned article, Núñez, who also piqued the interest of prominent European teams, is reportedly PSG's top choice to replace Mbappe. The Uruguayan forward has demonstrated serious pace, finesse, and lethal finishing this season, scoring 26 goals in only 28 appearances in the Portuguese top flight. PSG could cut